look at this, it would seem that Bitcoin is currently testing this very, very important resistance. As you can see right here, Bitcoin has tested this once back there and also once right there and all the way back there. So we know that this is a very, very significant resistance because it actually started all the way back here in 2017. Now, if we were to break through here, then just like I've said before, that would be, of course, a very, very bullish turn of events for Bitcoin. But let's take a look at also the support, because if we were to get rejected here, which is, of course, possible, then it is possible that Bitcoin might be heading down for another leg down like this. I would say that regardless what happens in the future, I think that the 200 weekly moving average and this yellow support line here that ranges since back in 2017 is going to hold support no matter what. I think there's just too much support in this area here. As you can see, the 200 weekly has been holding as support forever actually in Bitcoin. Bitcoin has never really broken below it more than just a wick like we saw back here. So basically we can just draw a line here and we can know with a pretty high degree of certainty that Bitcoin is just never going to go below this level. And this means that Bitcoin, it's a very, very low risk of Bitcoin going back below $6,200. That is my opinion. We can test 6.2K, but I don't think it's very likely at all that Bitcoin will go below it. All right, but let's go to the daily time frame now, because this was the weekly time frame. Because look at this, we are now very, very close to this golden cross where the 50 or the green moving average moves above the 200 moving average, which is this red moving average. We can also see how the red and orange line are converging. So it's the 200 and the 100. And basically, we are seeing a very bullish momentum here in the moving averages as we see the 50 move above both of these two levels. And we're also seeing the 20 daily showing us very healthy support here. Bitcoin bounced off of it right there. And I think that as long as we're above the 20 daily, Bitcoin will remain in this bull trend that we've seen here. We've seen Bitcoin test this level many times here. And the opposite happens in a downtrend, as you can see here. Bitcoin tested it as resistance right there, got rejected, and you see exactly what happened after that. So we know that Bitcoin is in a bull trend, and Bitcoin is showing us that the momentum is going to the upside. If Bitcoin gets a daily close below the 20 daily, then I would start to get a little bit more cautious here, and I would probably look towards a potential correction, at least down to backtest the 200 daily and the 100 daily here at 8,000. But up until then, I'm going to remain bullish as I've been here for the past few weeks, because the momentum shows us the trend, and remember that the trend is your friend. And it is now official. The Bitcoin Golden Cross has just occurred. It is actually in the process of happening right now. And tomorrow we're going to see how this green line is now above the red line. But like I've said previously, these golden and death crosses, they are not very reliable indicators for the price in the short term. But on average, they do serve as good buy and sell signals. But you can see, as we've seen before, some of these are actually counter indicators. Like this golden cross, we did see a big plunge to the downside. Here we saw a death cross, and of course, since that point, we've just been going up. And some people claim that if these lines are moving to the upside, then this means that this cross is going to be more significant. However, I don't think that this is the case, because as you can see here, this death cross would have been a perfect death cross. Both of these lines are tilting to the downside as the cross is happening, but at this point we've seen the price just go up. So yeah, personally I think that we should of course say that this is a bullish thing. It's not bearish. So what is my summary? Well, I think that of course it's a good thing to see moving averages cross to the upside, because it means that the price is going up, the momentum is basically shifting. But personally, I don't trade based on the death and golden crosses. And if we zoom in a little bit, we can see that Bitcoin is still in this potential diamond pattern that I talked about a couple of days ago. And of course, you could potentially disregard this part of this pattern, and then you're left with basically a triangle here, a horizontal or ascending triangle. And yeah, you can just leave your comments down below what you think about that. But regardless, it does look like Bitcoin is moving in for a breakout as the resistance and support is converging, making it narrower and narrower, and we are going to have to see Bitcoin break through one or the other.